will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders. I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
There you have it from ex-president, current running president for the upcoming election, Donald Trump. What he's saying about crypto now, Donald Trump's recent quotes, China is into it. It's not going away. We will ensure that the future of Bitcoin and crypto will be made in America. He doesn't want to be responsible for another country taking over this sphere. Time is running out. Trump realizes this, so this is now on the voting ballot. The Democrats are falling behind. That's the reality. We don't make this a political channel, but that's what's going on. Now getting straight into it, the current time is recording. Bitcoin's come in at 64,000. And what do we see? What do we anticipate? Bitcoin is just still in this, looks like some type of bull flag pattern. As if we draw this out, you can see that this flag could look something like this, and then we have another leg here to the bottom looking something like this, and here's the pull, and we're just trading in this channel. Could we come up to this neckline here around 66 to 67,000? The bigger question is, will we break above this? This is the fourth leg pullback within this macro 3-leg phase to the upside. Are we going to see this push up to the upside? This is on the daily. Let's look at the weekly. On the weekly, we're seeing, as we mentioned, we see this 1, 2, 3, 4, this fifth leg playing out. And the bigger question of this is, how long is this going to take to play out? Will we hit this target over 100,000? Total market capitalization is showing at $2.2 trillion. Looks like a flag pattern as well. We've showed this before. Are we going to come up to this level around $3.7 trillion? That's what we see here. An update from Crypto EA. This is the market cap Bitcoin dominance. We've showed you this. And he's showing you these bands. These bands are starting to coil up. And this is a bearish wedge pattern. And this is going to fall to the downside. Technical target is the base of this wedge down to 39%. So is this what we're going to see when we fall out? That's what we believe, and this is going to be a massive run up to the upside for altcoins because this is the Bitcoin dominance. Remember, as we fall off these cliffs, altcoins go crazy, so prepare. And he's talking about Vchain. We looked at Vchain quite often on this channel, so let's take a closer look at Vchain to see what we can anticipate. Vchain versus the US dollar. Now, looking at the Elliott waves on Vchain, what do we see? What do we anticipate? Let's get our Elliott wave pattern out here. So you see we have this leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, and this could be the bottom of leg 4, and we're waiting on leg 5 to play out. How high will that go? You see this corrective wave here, this really A, B, C, D, E. So we're going to get another A, B, C, D, E, blow off top. No one knows how long this is going to take. But this can play into this alt season coming up as well. We showed you this before based on these polls, and we see 42 cents to $2.40. Do we think Vchain is going to outperform Bitcoin? Looking at the Vchain Bitcoin comparative, we're looking at the 20 moving average and the 200 daily moving averages. And what do we see here? We see that when this line is just going horizontal, we expect some type of big move. Looking back to the left as far as any confluent areas, let's mark up our charts really quick. Getting out our horizontal line, let's zoom into this price action so we can see it a little bit better, a little bit clearer. And let's mark this chart up just so we can see the horizontal support levels that Vchain has respected in the past. And as we see right here, these are the levels to pay attention to. Vchain back in 2019 bottomed out against Bitcoin, started to stair step its way up before having this run up to the upside. And then since really April of 2021, Vchain has melted against Bitcoin. Look here, we've melted the current time it's recording against Bitcoin 91%. That's why you don't want to hold altcoins in bear markets, because look what happens. If you had one Bitcoin, that Bitcoin would now be worth 0.09 Bitcoin if you held it You bought it up here and held it down to here. That's, not that smart. So what do we see? We want to get back above this 20 moving average right here, this green line. And this continues to act as resistance during this downtrend. As you see right here, it can't get above it. Exhaustion, we get above it once, breakdown, 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 breakdown. And then it looks like we're starting to create a base right here. So around this level right here, we did start to create some base. And this looks like we were going to just sort of trade sideways. And this was a fake out because look, even the 200 moving average was flat. So you start to see some sideways trading, then a higher low. We came back down and fell through this. And look what happened. We came back up above the 20 moving average, fell through, and now we're getting rejected of the 20 moving average. So we're still bleeding against Bitcoin. Is it the time to buy this right now? Might not be the best time. There is some space here, but there could be a lot more in the months to come. So is this an optimal buying opportunity? Bitcoin bros are staying away from this at this point. This could be the best entry, but you want to be patient. We want to see some type of bullish confluence. Like when you see this bullish momentum here, we had some downtrend here back in 2019, but then this big candle wick, caused the trend to change. This was a consecutive green, 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 green. So this is one big massive green candle right here, which causes for, this is definitely a bullish momentum. Then we came back down, wait for that re-entry, and respected this support level. So if we do see something similar right now in this Vchain chart, we haven't seen that green, 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 green push up yet, to where we can see, okay, are we going to hold levels? This was a pretty bullish candle here, but as you see, there's more red pushing down to the downside. This is about a 50% retrace. Could we fall further? Potentially. We want to pay attention to these marked up purple areas. So this is what we see for Vchain, Bitcoin comparative. Right now, we're just sitting on the sidelines. We're not buying into this just quite yet. Tech Dev's weighing in what he sees. Next tweet he does will be at an all-time high, but 3.75 years, 3.75 years. This is, what are we paying attention to when this happens? Well, this is the global liquidity cycles. So once the global liquidity comes down and comes back up to this upside, every single time we get to the middle part of this half circle, that is where the all-time highs are always at. Here's Bitcoin at 69,000. Here's Bitcoin at 20,000. Here's Bitcoin at about 1,200. So where are we going to be right here for the first half of 2025? Could be extremely bullish. Rinse, repeat. Everything is aligning to see this massive run up. We hope you're not sidelined because the Bitcoin bros are all in. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin bros. You guys like this content? Go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. With that, that's all I have for you today. And I'm out.